Let us start with module 1, differential calculus. In that first topic we will take as polar curves. Let us consider next problem. Find the angle of intersection of the following pair of curves. Now we are going to find the angle of intersection, that is angle between the curves. Suppose this is one curve and this is another curve. Now we are going to find the angle between these two curves with the help of tangents to this curve and to this curve. Now let us see how do we find the angle between the two polar curves. Here we have two polar curves, one and this is the other one. We need to find the angle between these two curves. Here as well we have two curves, and here also, and here. These are all a pair of. These are all the problems which we need to solve. Let us consider the problem 3. What is given? Two polar curves they have given in the question. Now as usual we find from this the angle between the radius vector and tangent, that is we find phi 1, and we find again using the same procedure the angle between the radius vector and tangent to this curve, and call that angle as phi 2. Then we take the difference. If you take the absolute value of this difference, you will get the angle between the curves. This will be the angle between these two curves. Now let us find separately what is phi 1 and phi 2. Very first step is take log on both sides of these two equations. Yes, we have taken log on this equation on both sides. Here as well we will take the log on both sides. Now using the trigonometrical identities for these two expressions, it is of the form log A B log of AB. So it gives log A log r square plus log sin 2 theta, RHS as it is. Now this is of the form log of a to the power b, that is r square. By using the trigonometrical identity you get 2 log r. Again we will split this as log 16 plus log sin 2 theta. Again we can use the this one logarithmic identity here, so that it becomes 2 log r. Remaining things as it is we write. Almost all logarithmic identities we have applied and simplified here to the simplest level. Now what is the next step? Next step is differentiating these with respect to theta. 2 is a constant, we write 2 as it is, and differentiation of log r is 1 by r dr by d theta, plus let us differentiate this by using the chain rule. First it will be 1 by sin 2 theta into differentiation of sin theta will be cos 2 theta, into differentiation of 2 theta. If you do differentiation of 2 theta will be just 2. So we have differentiated 3 times. We have differentiated 3 times here. That means chain rule, we have used the chain rule 3 times. That is for log one time, for sine another time, then for 2 theta one more time. And when we differentiate the RHS, since the RHS is completely a constant, differentiation takes 0. Let us differentiate the other equation. Differentiation of 2 log r is, we write 2 as a constant as it is. Differentiation of log r is 1 by r dr by d theta. Differentiation of log 16 is 0. Here we use the chain rule to differentiate. By using the chain rule, we get 1 by sine theta, sine 2 theta, 1 by sine 2 theta into differentiation of sine 2 theta will be cos 2 theta, and then we again differentiate 2 theta, which gives just 2. Now let us simplify these two expressions further. Here 2 is common. In the first expression we have taken 2 outside, and here if we in the second expression, since both LHS and RHS contains 2, we can divide both LHS and RHS by 2 and cancel this 2. What remains is this. So this is what remaining 1 by r dr by d theta, and cos by sine is cot. In the second expression also we have written 1 by r dr by d theta as it is, and cos by sine we have written it as cot 2 theta. Next, if we take it to the RHS, we get minus cot 2 theta, and this expression we have written as it is. Now let us replace this as cot phi 1 and this as cot phi 2. We have replaced here. As we know, this minus can be taken inside the cot. Let us do that. Yes, we have taken minus sign inside cot so that we can cancel this cot and LHS cot. In the second expression also, if we cancel the cot on both sides, we get from the first expression phi 1 is equal to minus 2 theta, and from the second expression phi 2 is equal to 2 theta. Therefore, angle of intersection is given by absolute value of phi 1 minus phi 2. Let us substitute the value of phi 1 here and the value of phi 2 here. In the next step here we will simplify it further. So in the place of phi 1 we have put minus 2 theta as we have here, then this minus as it is, and phi 2 is 2 theta. In the place of phi 2 we will write 2 theta. Minus 2 theta is minus 4 theta. If you apply the modulus on that minus 4 theta, we get 4 theta. That is the definition of absolute value. Call it as equation number 1. Now we have to find the value of theta. because theta is still unknown here, as we need the angle of intersection between the two curves. So we will find what is theta in the next step. To find theta, consider the two given equations in the question. These expressions can be rewritten as separate r square from both the equations. Here r square is equal to 4 by sine 2 theta. If you cross multiply this to the other side, we get 4 by sine 2 theta. It is already segregated. R square is equal to 16 sine 2 theta. Now in these two expressions, LHS is same. Therefore we must equate the RHS of these two equations. Let us equate the RHS of these two equations. Equating these two equations we get, let us see. Yes, we have equated the RHS. And if we cross multiply, we get if we cross multiply this sine 2 theta to the RHS, we get 4 is equal to 16 sine square 2 theta. Therefore sine square 2 theta is equal to 4 divided by 16. 4 by 16 we get. Now cancellation will happen. 4 1s are 4 4s are. So therefore we get sine square 2 theta is equal to 1 by 4. Applying square root on both sides, we get, if we apply square root on both sides to this, what we get is sine 2 theta is equal to 1 by 2. So 2 theta is equal to, if we take this sine to the RHS, we get sine inverse of 1 by 2. Now we know what is the value of sine inverse half. Sine inverse of 1 by 2 is pi by 6. Therefore theta is equal to pi by 12. We get theta is equal to pi by 12. Substituting theta is equal to pi by 12 in equation 1, we get absolute value of phi 1 minus phi 2 is equal to 4 theta. Now in this, let us substitute the value of theta in this. So till now what we found is the value of theta to be substituted in this expression. Let us substitute now. Yeah, we have substituted the value of theta here. Again cancellation will happen. 4 1s are 4 3s are 12. So this is the angle between the two curves. This is the angle between the two curves. Thus the angle of intersection is equal to pi by 3. Pi by 3 is nothing but 60 degree. We can write 60 degree.